Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay. Sometimes when you drop a seed in the past, it starts to flourish into little leaves here, a branch there. Well, it seems like Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know how many of you heard this, but what a worry web you weave when you practice to deceive. Meg Thee Stallion, her past is catching up with her. Meg Thee Stallion, in case if you don't know who she is, Meg Thee Stallion is currently suing a blogger. And she's suing the blogger because the blogger has been writing negative things about her that made her go to a doctor and spend $240,000 on getting over the horrible things that she was writing about her and saying that it caused her PTSD and it made her sad, and it just kept her from performing, and she dropped out of something to do. What was it with one of those games that she was going to do, but dropped out of it, and then that went to Nicki Minaj. That's a whole other a ball of wax with Meg Thee Stallion. Well, this blogger, his name is Milagro Grams. Now, she has been stepping on, Meg Thee Stallion after Tory Lanz. Tory Lanz him. Went to jail over Meg Thee Stallion after a party with none other than Kylie Jenner. Whenever something happens, I'm telling you, Kylie Jenner has something to do with it. Anything in Hollywood, anything crazy has to do with them. One of them, except for, which one? Courtney. Courtney's like, y'all are crazy, and stay there, right? So all of this is unfolding in this defamation suit that Meg Thee Stallion has brought forth. And she's saying she got to pay me. She did a lot of damage to me. Now, the interesting part is that when you ask her, well, when Nicki Minaj says something about you, other bloggers, other content creators say something about you, does it upset you? No. But when it's Milagro Grams, oh my goodness, I can't take it. I just can't take it. So it's one of those types of things. So let me give you a little background. All of this started in 2020. It was at a Kylie Jenner's party. She had a house party. And her boyfriend, longtime boyfriend, Travis Scott, they threw a party. And Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez were in the pool. They were swimming. Now, Kelsey's over here. Now, Kelsey Nicole Harris is Meg Thee Stallion's friend. Kelsey liked Tory Lanez. She liked him. Well, so did Meg Thee Stallion. But Meg Thee Stallion had a boyfriend. So when Kelsey left, she went someplace and came back, she had to go at Tory Lanez. Apparently fidelity isn't some people's strong suit. So after when they left Kylie's house, apparently there was a scuffle, possibly a fight, and Meg Thee Stallion got in the foot. It's kind of strange because the doctor said there was nothing, no shot, nothing. But that's a little different. That's over there. So the two of them just, had their falling out. But they're saying, Meg is saying, is that it was him. But what I find interesting, this is what I find interesting, is her, Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, right? When she gets involved, all of a sudden things sort of go towards Tory Lanez. Now, Meg is the bigger star with Roc Nation. Tory Lanez is somebody who's coming up. And like, okay, this is bad PR. This is bad PR and something needs to be done. Now, Tory Lanez, he goes to jail. I don't quite remember how long, but his dad was visibly upset. And Tory's like, I had nothing to do. I didn't shoot her at all. I didn't bang her. I don't know who did, but it wasn't me. I got to revisit that. Right there. But let me get to the suit. So, Meg Thee Stallion is suing the vlogger or blogger, Milagro Grams, suing her, saying that she did all of this. Now, as they're in court, she has, I think, 2 attorneys. Meg Thee Stallion has about 3 or 4, and they're basically battling it out. Meg, it turns out that she lied. Meg lied to everyone. She lied to Gayle. Not lied, but lied on Gayle King, lied on Kelsey, lied on everyone. Everyone she lied on. So she's in court and she's revisiting all of her lies. So it's like, who do you believe? Do you believe her because she just lied on people so willy-nilly? And if you could lie so willy-nilly on anything, do you believe her when after Milagro was, really taking it to her? Now, there are some content creators who would most definitely take it to you, especially if content creators truly believe with the evidence that they see, critique, and report on. And she was doing that. She was like, wait a minute, no. Meg in court and Kelsey like the same guy, and they duked it out. And it seemed like one got the better than the other, and poof, somebody's foot gets shot. It had nothing to do with Tory Lanez. And it seemed like her crusade was to say, hey, District Attorney, you got it wrong. Tory did nothing. But what I find interesting is everything was sort of going under the radar, right? Until Meg Thee Stallion's attorneys went to go see the district attorney, and it just so happened that Tory Lanez gets arrested for having the gun or that supposedly shot her. I mean, I don't know how that happened when she's up and walking on her foot, dancing, doing all this other stuff, while saying she got first she had glass in her feet, then it went from glass in her feet or her foot to being pew pew in her foot. I mean, it seems like that the truth is the truth misses her. Like a passing train, that's the truth. This is going past her. Well, she right now is really fighting, saying, hey, this woman right here, she caused me a lot of distress, all this other stuff, and she needs to pay me. And what she did was horrible. Who knows? Who knows? But it's most definitely giving a second look to his case, because it seems like what she has said years ago, and Tory Lanez went to jail in 2023. So it seems like it's a lot of things what she has said is coming back not true. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. It is. Whether if, and that's, and that is if Rock Nation decides to stand by her. Because when you tell false truths like that and it just comes out like second nature, people are going to have a tendency to look at you sideways. Do I believe you? Should I believe you? And I'm just not even going to pay attention to anything that you have to say, because 9 times out of 10, it's not true. So what you say is going to go through one ear, out the other, and I forgot about it. So I'm going to keep up with this case because I got a sneaky suspicion. I got a suspicion that Tory Lanez is going to get out of jail based on what goes on in this defamation suit, because Meg Thee Stallion brought it on. She brought it out, and she's going after the person that is really fighting for Tory Lanez to bring the truth out. So, what do you think? Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And on that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.